going on, y'all? It's your boy Blizzle Brasco, baby. Look at some team deathmatch. We on the Crusher map. I got the JELQ brother Mixo Gaming in here. The link is in the description to his channel. Make sure y'all check it out. If y'all haven't noticed, I put the whole JELQ Squadron's links to their channels in the description under every video now. So y'all feel free to check them out, man. They some awesome dudes, got some good content on their channel, man. And go do it because I said so, damn it. Anyways, man, so Infinite Warfare has been out for a month. Came out November 4th. Today is December 4th. This video is going up December 4th. And I felt like I wanted to give it a grade, kind of like how critics grade movies and they grade, you know, albums and stuff. I want to grade Infinite Warfare. Now, keep in mind, this is my personal opinion based on my experience with the game. This isn't based on any statistics taken from the community or anything like that. This is my experience, my personal opinion about this game. Because I mean, let's face it, this Call of Duty is not popular with the community at all. Some people are saying this is the worst Call of Duty game they've ever played, worse than Advanced Warfare, worse than Ghosts. I mean, I didn't think anything could get worse than Ghosts. I really didn't, but I don't know. I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion on the game itself, man. So first of all, let's talk about, I'm gonna start with the rigs themselves. Now, when the game first came out, when the beta first came out, I didn't like the rigs. I didn't like them at all. Let me tell you why I didn't like them. I didn't like them because, first of all, there's no backstory with them. There's no backstory. Now, I'm going to do a lot of comparison to Black Ops 3 for two reasons. One, that was the last Call of Duty game that came out. And two, Infinite Warfare and Infinity War tried to copy them motherfuckers basically with their game. So I'm going to compare the two a lot in this video. So the Black Ops 3 specialists, they had a backstory to them, and that made it cool. Each one of them had their own style, their own swag. You had different ethnic backgrounds, you know, males and females, and I thought that was really cool. And their weapon matched their personality. You know what I'm saying? Ruin had his gravity spikes. Ruin was just this big, typical dumb infantry jock guy, and he had the big gravity spikes, and he just slammed them down, and you know, and he was just like a meathead. You know what I'm saying? And the weapon he had fit that. These rigs, they don't have no backstory to them. You know, you get them, you got a sniper rig, you know, you got a racer pistol, you know, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't fit to me. Now, I will say, since the game has came out, and since I've learned what each rig does and what each payload does, I like them a little bit more than I did when the game first came out, but there's only a couple of them that I use on a consistent basis. You know, I like the FTL, I like the phase shift, the eraser pistol, I like the synaptic, I like his equalizers, and I mean, that's basically it. And I like the claw. I mean, the claw is the claw. It's just a really fast, high damage machine gun, and that's it. But that's it. So the rigs in this game, I mean, they're mediocre at best. You know what I'm saying? So now let's talk about these maps. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like a lot of the maps. There's a few maps in this game that I like. I like Genesis, I like this map, I like Crusher, and maybe one or two more that I like. I think Skydock is one of them, and other than that, the rest of them, they don't flow to me. I mean, Treyarch has us spoiled with those 3-lane maps. You know, I think the whole community can agree we all like traditional 3-lane maps. These maps don't have any type of flow to them. A lot of the entryways, a lot of the places you go into on these maps, there's too many vantage points. There's too many entries. You cannot watch a 360 vision of a room at one time, which is why you get shot in the back a lot in these maps, because there's just too many entryways to come into. You come in one way and then you got an entry over to your left, to your right, in front of you. You know, there's no way you can watch all 3 entrances at the same time. And I don't like that about these maps. All right, let's talk about the weapons. Now, some people are saying that this game, the weapons are very balanced. I've seen people saying, disagree with that. And let me tell you why I disagree. If a game has good weapon balancing, that means I can go and I can use the majority of the weapons in the game and have a good game and be able to compete with everybody else. You cannot do that in this game. This game has like one dominant weapon in each class. You know what I'm saying? The assault rifle is the MV4. The SMGs don't really have a dominant SMG because the SMGs suck. After the beta, they nerfed the shit out of the SMGs after the beta, and they're just not, you can't compete with them no more. You know, same thing with the sniper rifles. I mean, everybody uses the longbow, but I mean, the sniper rifles were nerfed to shit, so you don't see too many people sniping. And then of course in the LMG class, everyone's using the raw. So you go into these lobbies and everyone's using the same weapons. And if you're not using that weapon, you're put at a disadvantage, which is very reminiscent of Advanced Warfare. Those of y'all who played that game, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And like I said, going back to Black Ops 3, before they started buffing and nerfing and patching shit because the community was complaining, when the game first came out, those weapons were very well balanced. There was a plethora of weapons that I could use. I remember I specifically went and I bought additional class slots so that I could make a class of weapon for pretty much almost every gun in the game, because all the weapons were balanced and I enjoyed using all of them. In this game, MV4, I like the OSA personally, and that's it. You know, the Evo for SMG if I decide to run an SMG, but the weapons just are not balanced in this game. And they said that they balanced them with this most recent patch. I haven't seen it. In my opinion, the game plays worse since this patch came out, but that's my personal opinion. All right, finally, I want to talk about connection. Now, this game, just like every other Call of Duty game, you got people lagging all over the map, 3 bar and 2 bar. I don't even honestly pay attention to the bars anymore in the game. I don't pay attention to them because they're not a significant indicator as to whether somebody's gonna lag or not. I see a lot of people who have 4 bars who lag across the screen when I'm shooting at them. And I think that the connection in this game has a lot to do with the game being so inconsistent. That is the word that the majority of the community who's played this game is using, is inconsistent. The game is too inconsistent. Now, let me tell you what my definition of inconsistent is with this game. If I go into a lobby and I go in there and I pick a loadout and I pick a specialist, or excuse me, pick a rig, and I go in and, you know, say I have a decent game, you know, say I go 30 and 15. Now, that's not decent by YouTube standards, but that's a decent game. That's a 2KD right there. So I go 30 and 15. I could go back in the same lobby, same teams, same loadout, same specialists, and then go and reverse that and go 15 and 30 in the same lobby. That is inconsistent. There is something wrong there. I'm not doing anything different. My playstyle never changes. There is something wrong there when the game is that inconsistent. Because let's face it, if you've been playing Call of Duty for a while, you develop a little bit of a gamer's muscle memory when it comes to Call of Duty. What I mean by that is, you know, quick scopers, y'all know exactly when to ADS and when to fire and where to put your reticle on the screen to get a quick scope or to get a headshot. And it's the same thing with every other style of play. You just develop a muscle memory. You know how many hit markers to listen or to feel for. And when the game is not doing that, when the game is not following that same pattern, that means it's inconsistent. This game is very fucking inconsistent, and it makes it difficult for me to play it for long periods of time because I get frustrated. And I just want to cut it off because it's just like I don't understand why it's so inconsistent. So all in all, those are probably the most key elements in the game. I haven't touched the zombies. I have not touched the campaign yet. We're doing strictly a multiplayer grade. And if I had to give Infinite Warfare a grade after its first month, after its first major patch, I'm going to give it a C-. And let me explain why I'm giving the game a C-. A C-, you know, when you were in school, a C- was like average, just below average, barely passing, but you passed and I get the fuck out of my class type shit. I'm giving this game a C- because there are times when I can get on, you know, play for an hour or two and I'm fine. Like I do okay, you know, the connection is good, you know, I get in some decent lobbies, everything's good. Even if I don't do well, it's because of something that I did. Maybe my aim was off, or maybe my timing was off, or maybe somebody was just better than me. And that's okay. Then there's times when I go play this game and everything goes wrong. I can't win a gunfight. My hits aren't registering with my bullets. People are like literally shooting me before I turn a corner, which tells me that I'm lagging for whatever reason. And I have some pretty decent internet, so there's no reason why I should be lagging. And it's just too inconsistent. And then when that happens, man, I can only play for about 30, 45 minutes and then I just go play something else. And that's not good. I should be able to play this game You know, I was able to play Black Ops 3 for hours before I would just get tired of playing it and want to go play something else. I can't do that with Infinite Warfare. And I think a lot of people can agree with me with that statement. Now, I mean, there's some people out there who are having a good experience with the game, and I mean, that's cool. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's gonna be like that. But I think the majority of people can agree that this game is just too inconsistent and there's just too many flaws with the game to enjoy it to the fullest extent. So that for that reason, I give it a C-. I want to know down in the comments, what do y'all think of the game? If you've been playing the game, I'm not talking about somebody you played the game one time and said, fuck it, I don't like shit. I'm talking about if you've been playing this game, I want to know what your grade would be for the game, and tell me why too in the comment. Don't just say I give it an A+. No, tell me why you give it an A+. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, share this motherfucker, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. And I'm out this motherfucker. Peace.